Tonight on Hipstar. Tonight, now available on iTunes. Purchases now online at hipstar.ca and the original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com. Time-efficient car rides in the GTA, cheaper than Uber. Contact Uber Rides today. Please send any donations to the Heart and Soul Foundation. It is tonight on Hipstar Tonight.
I don't want to air all that shit.
Wednesday, July 19th, 2017. I had to save it for today, Social Media Day. The one thing everybody's talking about in the Ontario region. The OIWs are going mad, and it's a sad day, and it's also a sadder day that I couldn't witness it. The death of a home, death in the name of the promotion. And all I gotta say is some fucking nosy little dweeb comes in trying to work a gimmick like he's legit. And he talks online like he's legit too, like he's actually smarter. He's got a blog and he's like such a know-it-all. That fucking Bill Chase guy, man. I don't know what his deal is. Again, like, they come in out of nowhere and we're like, oh, I've been here all along. No, you haven't. Who are you? Oh, I'm a dedicated fan. You know what? You ruin good things. And this guy does a gimmick, thinks it's legit, but he's a fucking tattler. He's a little Randall. He just goes out like a little dick, and he just fucking ruins the fun. I can't appreciate that. It's a sad day.
Well, I've never heard of this guy. Yeah, I'm sorry it's a sad day, and it is proof that there is death in these promotions in Ontario.
It happens.
Hashtag DeathProof, rest in peace. But the thing is, I got numerous calls over the weekend by some people that are in the business that aren't sure if it's an angle or not. And,
that's the thing. Yeah,
right? Jimmy Conley.
What do you mean?
Tweeting a lot of people things about this. But I would never expect Jim Conley, old school Eddington James, to be tweeting a promotion of people. That's not in his nature. And it just seems odd that he's cutting promos on a promotion, which is like, if you're booking the angle, you don't want Jimmy Conley to be the one leaking the angle, because it's not going to come off.
Well, he wasn't the only one, but he showed where he was a place. He's a lonely old man that takes things that he really loves to heart. And when things go away, it's like, well, what am I going to do now?
No.
I'll go back to my book collection, I suppose.
I can see right through the old school character. It doesn't come off transparent enough to me. And it's just that, the people that created the, said angle, which I'm being told that it's not an angle by insiders in the business, namely David Meltzer. And the thing is,
that fucking guy.
Hipstar, it just seems like we've seen a number of these promotions do this over the years.
Yeah.
Some of them go out of business.
Yeah,
it's true. A lot of death in the Hamilton area here in Ontario for what they call a hotbed of pro wrestling is really, really been assassinating these promotions over the years.
Wiping them clean.
Where is Bill Chase going from here? Is he going to be running shows now? Or where are we at with this?
Well, this fucking guy. So Warhead comes out at the end. He hands the White Trash Boys a lighter fluid, right? And he puts Tyler Turva through a table for the win. And
Tyler
apparently,
Turva was on the show?
Of course he was. He does springboards now, and he does fucking table spots. And he lost, got put through a flaming table. And apparently they endangered the fans and violated the Ontario Athletic Health and Safety Act by starting a fire within proximity of the fans. This fucking right in the front row's face. You guys got to be a little more careful than that. And fucking Bill Chase calls some higher ups and gives authorization to seize and desist DeathProof. They legit pulled the plug, man. There was no fucking outro music. The mics didn't work. It was just an unsettling, uncomfortable end after a huge pop. And everybody's like, "What do we do now?" And fuck. I saw the clip, man, and if you get the DVD when it comes out, you got to do that. Fuck, it's awkward, but it's hits the heart.
Well, who is this Bill Chase to be pulling any cease and desist orders on a wrestling?
Well, he tattled. He got the fucking commission. He is really a nobody. He just comes out and just oh, I'm important now. Fuck this guy.
Yeah,
I can't believe it, man. Like, we've been having a lot of people.
Well, I don't know. It's an outlaw territory. I don't understand how anybody could get a committee in an outlaw territory. It sounds like I got 2 bookings out of it, possibly 3.
Well, you were there for good times.
And
there were good bookings.
It was great times, I guess.
You stop being so fucking pessimistic. You know you had fun, and you'll remember them forever. Whatever.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I got to ask you a question, Hipstar. You showing like your disloyalty, I find, through this whole dare I say what's the name of that venue?
Rockpile?
Rockpile Wars.
The Cockpile.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, because you took the bookings with the Stoner Kid that took, the CEO of Papa Proof to court, actually.
PP, yeah.
Which we're not allowed to talk about on air. But the thing is, I would like to know you worked for that promotion. And now on the final Death Proof, you seem to have taken off to North Bay. Like, it doesn't really seem that you're loyal to Papa Proof.
Well, I wasn't booked, Terry. I wasn't booked, okay? And I was going to show up and waste some of my own money. We were going to do a podcast, but you know what? I had to take the book, and I had to go. I had to do it for the WOIC. And it's not my fault. Don't look at me. I'm still loyal, and I'm still talking about it now because I'm worked up about it. I got a theory,
15 years in business.
Like, people are riled over this. We were getting letters here on Social Media Day. Fucking Tim Lang says, I'm in the process of getting my firearms license so I can shoot Bill Chase next time I see him. Well, that's illegal. But the guys are riled up, and that's what I'm saying. I got a theory. Jay, you're going to hate this, but I mean, I think, obviously, there's more to it. This is heat, bro. Like, more than an Angle could ever produce. You can write this shit. Bill Chase, I heard, is actually running off with a bunch of goobers, and now they're booking the Rockpile now as well. As soon as all the Death Proof heat went down, he announces that he has a show the night of SummerSlam, and they're calling it the fucking SummerSlam Jam.
We got to get these promoters to stop going to the Rockpile.
It's the wars. They listen to our show. Yes, they got an idea. It's free bar.
We're going to attract the wrong kind of heat. We're going to attract the wrong kind of audience.
I know. The
Rockpile is going to shut down because of pro wrestling. And then once we've now built the territory up so strong that these J-Bron fucking promoters are going to start running there and bring the business down again. And
they're killing it.
I've spent enough
all these fucking guys.
I've spent enough time, Hipstar. The last couple of years, I've worked for J-Bron Promotion. So if I lose another fucking
now
promotion,
they're all taking over. They're all fucking wanting a piece of it. These motherfuckers, they were planning on selling tickets for more than Death Proof prices, and show SummerSlam on the big screen after the show. What the fuck? And then someone from WWE Canada reports them, and all of a sudden their event page disappears.
Yeah, you can't be showing SummerSlam.
$25,000 fine. It was like they're gonna pay the fucking $19.95 to have the fucking rights to show it. I mean, like, dude, it's a mess. These fucking J-Brons, they're embarrassing.
And this is why, like, I would never accept a booking if the guy even called me, because I don't want my face in photography or videography.
No, of course you don't.
Matter, or even on a cell phone.
Yeah,
on a
get it out.
promotion that is showing SummerSlam, stealing a signal from the network to fucking blast on a cement wall after we wrestle. And it's just like, you're costing the boys' job.
Exactly.
You understand, for your own greed.
For
just a guy
for one night.
I've never heard of coming in, and it always begins with these fucking kids that write articles for the college paper, suddenly want to become promoters because they want to interview their local indie fucking guy.
Yeah, they did like 5 interviews now.
Chase seems to be one of those guys coming out of Mohawk College or some shit.
That's exactly what he's doing. Just a 2-year diploma, and he is just suddenly like, wow, I did 5 pieces. No, I think I understand how the business works based off my newspaper diploma.
Drives me crazy.
It's fucking disrespectful, man. And I don't know how to take it. Like,
well, I'd like to make a statement that over right now, a little bit of a selfish promoting.
Dude,
I'm over at 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK, the original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com. I was booked 3 times with Death Proof Pro, you know, and now I'm losing another booking, as well as I lost Hogtown this year. I've been a part of 2 failed promotions that both went under, and possibly the third one under. Yes, conflict.
Maybe we're a curse.
And although it's not looking good for my name to you indie promoters, because I've been part of the death of 3 promotions in a year, and I have 1 surviving one that's probably on the looks of dying, by the looks of the summer crowd. I need booking.
Please, that's a promotion. That's a promotion. 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com.
Yes, I got
book me, please.
8x10s. Preston's been using the same 8x10 for the past 5 years that I've got out of Comic-Con. You can find that everywhere.
You're not paying for
it. The original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com, as long as my profile, my resume, and a videotape from each various promotions. I got New Vision when I booked with Sniper Randy Vaughn and Quan Cheng, which, by the way,
all over the place.
They formed a new tag team over at the old TWA, Sniper Mare. I like to finish that out. That good tag team.
That sounds promising.
Yeah, sniper mare. Like, I don't know. Maybe they can market shoes later on. Sniper mare. Get your sniper wear footwear. 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK, the original, 1-800-NEED-A.com.
If a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound? If a wrestling promotion puts on shows and no one's there to see it, are they really a wrestling company? Are they? Nothing wrong with someone throwing parties for themselves and having wrestling on it if they can afford to. You know, that one paycheck. But when it's friends and family footing the bill because you're too high, lazy, and poor to do it yourself, it starts affecting others. Stop trying to be something you're not willing to put the effort in yourself. If you want a proper wrestling show for your party and can afford it, there's other guys for that. Stellar parties. But don't ruin it for one night and for other people's lives too. Fuck that.
God, what a show it's been.
We had memories, man. I met some crazy people. I'm attracted to crazy people. Some of the craziest people I'll ever meet were at DeathProof shows. Just out of their minds. And I'll always remember them for that. You guys would just do fucking just crazy stuff for one night. Those were workers.
Yeah.
But we criticize CZW, but this was like content. This was like, this was within the boundaries. This was tolerable. It wasn't in your face. It was just fucking flat out rude and extreme. And I just loved it.
It made me a team player. It was a promotion that I went and worked voluntarily.
Yeah,
mind you.
Of course.
I received 2 cakes in the face, which is like I've done that 3 times in my career. One was with Crazy Steve, and the other 2 was with Steve Brown and Viking, I believe. Oh, no, the guy you were going to marry.
Yeah, Freddie, yeah. Twice, yeah. Freddie Mercury. I'm glad to be on that list. Crazy Steve and me twice.
But, I think with the death of DeathProof, maybe it's time for the death of pro wrestling at the Rockpile, because I believe when I think of Rockpile, I identify the Rockpile with DeathProof and vice versa. DeathProof, Rockpile.
Exactly.
I don't like the fact
never gonna
that
see
the
anything
other
better.
promoters going into Rockpile, because obviously the Rockpile is making a chunk of change on us as performance artists and not looking to pay it or anything. And even when I order a drink there, it's damn near $10 or more. And
always.
I think a lot of the vets
as many pictures you think
room,
you're getting a deal for. Yeah, it shouldn't be that expensive. But exactly, you said it.
In that locker room that complained to the promoter that night I was there about the price of even the beer. So I get it. We're drawing an audience to the Rockpile, but without DeathProof there, I don't really want like Stoner Boy or Chad Smith or whatever his name is to be coming in.
Neither do I. And they're going to get sick of it too. The Rockpile's going to get sick of it because they're not going to see better times than the Rockpile, than DeathProof. Yeah. They're not going to see anything better than that, and they're going to get sick of it. We're just going to wear out another territory, and I hope you're proud of yourselves.
The fact that Lucha Tio, or whatever they're doing at the Rockpile, Stoner Boys promotion, and the new guy coming in, if you're not going to book me, guys, then I'm going to protest and go on hashtag no more wrestling at the Rockpile, and I'm going to set up... we're going to set up like boards outside and union lines outside with fucking barrels and
we're going to be broadcasting live.
We are going to turn all your fans away from the show because other than DeathProof, nobody should be running there. And I don't care who you book, Vampiro, whatever, I'm telling you, there'll be no more fans coming into the Rockpile. We are shutting it down.
You're damn right.
Thank you.
The good times have been had. Bless you. Rest in peace, DeathProof. Okay? You were the fucking some of the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. So thank you.
Thank you.
Rest in peace here on a Wednesday.
Say rest in peace. And thank you for listening tonight on this very special edition of Hip Start Tonight.